I can remember being in the building on one of the early live Say Brothers. The first shows we did were live from Studio A under a bomb threat in which we had the building sealed. We had sealed the building and we had the bomb inspectors had to go through it before, because we'd had a call, somebody called in, and whether it was related to Say Brother or not, I don't know. I think it was the fact that we were doing this, you know, African American show. And we were like sealed in here until they inspected. The building was shut down.
Wow.
That was like the third or the fourth show, because I only directed the first 5.
Wow. This is the Greg Harney scene doc, dedicated to Greg, who is our first and probably most important production manager. And this is the scene doc area. It used to be quite an active place when we were building lots of sets. Unfortunately, ain't much of that left anymore, so now it's mostly storage. If we go down here, this is the loading area of the scene dock. This is where a lot of the heavy gear and equipment would come in and out. Also very active during the auction period, because people would park their car, come up here, sign in there, pay their money, get their prize that they want on the auction, and head off. Those are the satellite dishes, which are way over there. This is, again, just more storage. Oh, the first auction. We were here at 3 o'clock in the morning. I remember sitting here on the steps saying, what the heck is going on, you know?
3 o'clock, it was sunrise.
It was sunrise, that's right, it was sunrise.
It was sunrise when we finished.
You almost never get
the bus.
The radio bus.
Radio bus. That's also where Crockett's Victory Garden was, right in there.
Is that the old TV bus?
No.
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 And Dan Beach, my boss, was fairly liberal in terms of letting me walk away from the desk and see what was going on if things weren't too busy down in the department. And I remember one day standing up here on the scene dock because Elliot Norton Reviews, which was always taped in Studio B, was taping that day, and I was standing in the scene dock and I looked up and I just happened to see Maurice Chevalier walking into Studio B, and I was absolutely flabbergasted that I had seen this guy that I had seen in so many wonderful films walking right in front of me, going into Studio B for an interview with Elliot Norton.
Jack Foley.
Jack, how long have you been here?
Since 1970.
And what is your job?
I'm a graphic designer, and I work currently in the creative services department.
What's your favorite thing that ever happened at GBH? You've been here a lot of years. There's got to have been some really great moments.
That's a very tough question to answer. The Two-Mobile was great. That was a great project that happened in the early 70s. We had a Volkswagen that we stripped of its body and put a big plywood 2 on top of it. Drove it from Cape Cod all the way up to Alston here.
Totally illegal.
It was. It tried to make it through one of those roofs on a bank ATM machine, and it didn't quite make it under the roof.
Now moving here, we're going through to what used to be the scene shop. Fran Mahard, Clint Heitman, Cole Bennett, and Martin Bloch, a German painter. But now it's offices. And a small conference room. And back through here, his scenic department used to be designers. We used to have 3 of them. Now we have 1, and it's Cole Bennett. And that's his space. And this is the production services area. This is where they schedule the crews and all those other kind of good things, right, Althea? All right, now continuing this way, we're going to go up to the 3rd and the last floor of WGBH 125 Western Ave. This used to be the film area, but now it's for a radio show called World. These used to be all film editing rooms, now offices. At one time, WGBH had so many Steenbecks editing film that we actually had to rent motel rooms down the street at the what's now called the Comfort Inn. Again, more offices, more offices. That's them. This is the world, obviously having a meeting of some sort.
And remember, this was wide open.
Yeah, this is wide open. These were editing rooms down here, film editing rooms. Right, so this is the creative services editing rooms.
In this conference room, the executives of WGBH would assemble once or twice a year to create ideas for documentaries to try to sell PBS, in those days NET. We were very full of worthy. We were just so earnest. And we were thinking up worthy programs to make about worthy ideas. And Hartford Gunn had been appointed to the board of directors of the Globe and its new TV station, Channel 56. And he interrupted the meeting to bring the new Channel 56 program manager in to meet us. And Don Fauser, always one to be reticent and calm and benign, said, "And what kind of programs are you going to put on Channel 56? And the program manager listed a spiel of old reruns and game shows. And Fauser says, "It's goddamned air pollution." At which point, Hartford Gunn went absolutely red and took him out of the meeting, and we never saw them again.
Now we're Fetch, which is the new kids program, I guess.
There's a meeting going on. It's a serious meeting. Quick little.
Well, we're in this little closed elevator. I guess it's time for all of us to say goodbye, whoever's watching this, wherever you are. I'm Fred Barzyk.
I'm Mike Ambrosino.
I'm Olivia Tappan.
I'm Bruce Bordett.
And I'm David Atwood.
It will all be better in the new building.